and what we're doing. Okay, we started off last week on Friday, and our goal is solving literal equations. Okay, we're solving for a variable, but we don't necessarily get a final answer. Okay, a little reminder. So let's look at this one. The formula for the surface area S of a cone is S equals pi r squared plus pi RL. Solve the formula for L. Okay? So we have to take this formula and solve for L. Any ideas as to what we're going to do? Do you notice anything about the right side, about the two parts of the right side? Do they have anything in common? Michaela? R's in both of them, I agree. Is there anything else in both of them? Gabriel? So could we factor pi r out of both of these statements? We're going to undo the distributive property. And if I take pi r out of pi r squared, what's left behind?
2 squared.
Not squared.
2.
Not 2. If I expand this piece, it's pi times r times r. That's the same thing as pi r squared. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
So if I take pi r out of it, what's left behind?
R.
R. So I've got 1r plus, now I'm going to take pi r out of the other side. And what do I get whenever I take those out? I leave L behind. You agree? So at this point, I have S equals pi r times r plus L. Now my ultimate goal is to get this one by itself. I want L by itself. So what am I going to move? Tell me what to move around. Get rid of. I got to undo what's being done on the right. L has to be left alone. Somebody other than Michaela and Gabriel. Caden, give it a try. What do I want to do? Don't want to subtract, Caden.
Divide pi r.
Divide pi r from both sides. I'm going to divide out pi r from both sides. So now I have S over pi r equals, these two are going to cancel, r plus L. Do we agree with that? Which letter am I trying to get alone? L. So what do I do next? I've got to get L alone. How do I get rid of the r on the right side? How am I going to get rid of it, Alice?
You subtract r.
I'm going to subtract L from both sides. So that's going to give me S over pi, I'm subtracting r, sorry. Pi r minus r equals L. Have I solved the literal equation for the variable it asked us to?
Yes.
Yep. Do I know anything more than what I did? Do I have any numbers there? I'm just playing with a bunch of symbols and letters at this point. Okay, for the literal equation. Okay? I don't have a solution, but I know what L equals. L equals this whole equation. Okay? How do I get that? Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, it's not an exit ticket, so we're going to scratch that because it's not an exit ticket. I'm doing a ticket. You solve for y on your own. Solve for y. So you want to get this one by itself. Everybody's solving for y. You see why showing your work is important? We're starting to get some more complicated stuff, and you gotta write it down to know where you're at.
Yeah, so that would have to be in order to subtract it, it would be a minus 2x, wouldn't it? Okay, so or a negative, okay? How did you move this over? You're right, but you should move it over. But if I create the zero here, what do I add to it? No, 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 plus what is 0? Don't miss it. 2 minus, that's there you go. Let's see, bud. Where's your notes that you're supposed to be using? Get them out, please. What do you mean you don't have them? Maybe you need to look for them?
I think I put it in one of my books. I might have thrown it in.
Okay, Dane, you gotta be keeping this stuff. You can't just throw it away, okay? Print it for a reason. Okay? Alright, well, get that written and get busy. No, because you subtracted out 2x. No, I know, we want all of them to be on the whole piece. Even the x, you want everything right there. What if that was 15? You subtract it. What if that was 3 times 5 and 1? You'd solve it and then get rid of it, right? May I see your pencil? And you had to, yeah, and you had to solve for y. You solved that and then you did it, right? But you're solving for y, so you gotta get rid of the x on that, okay?
Okay, as I walk around, most of you've got a pretty good idea, but the one thing I'm seeing is people are saying, well, I need to get rid of 2x. And a lot of people are adding 2x right here. Is 2x plus 2x gonna give you 0? No. So I have to create the 0 pair. I have to add a negative 2x to both sides. So then, these cancel out. I have 4y equals negative 2x plus 11. What do I need to get rid of next? I want what variable left on the left side of it? What do I want over there on the left? And how do I get rid of what's attached to it? Aaron? You want to leave the y, so how do you get rid of the 4? Divide by 4. So I'm going to divide by 4 and divide all of that by 4. Now, 4 divided by 4 is 1, so I'm going to leave behind the y. And then I'm going to say negative 2x divided by 4 plus 11 divided by 4, or 11 fourths. Okay?
Can you still write it how you wrote it above that?
like this?
Yeah.
You gotta go ahead and do it though, take it farther. That's not simplified enough yet.
Okay.
Okay, so you need to simplify it down. So y equals a negative 1/2 x plus 2 3/4. Okay? Does everybody see where that came from? Any questions? Aaron,
So X doesn't have to be as
pardon?
So X and Y doesn't have to be as
No, only y had to be alone because it said solve for y.
Okay, so once you get Y alone,
You're done. Once y is alone, you're done. Okay, because you've solved for the variable they asked. And here's what I want to do. And I want to give you this assignment because you now have the ability to get help. One point four practice math journal, page 18. And textbook, page 31, 24 to 38. And that is your assignment. And you have 35 minutes to do this. I think you can be successful and have it completed before you leave, if you focus in and get your work done.